I used to live in boyhood, but after a couple of years, I felt it was time to make a transit to a new commute, one that was admired and longed for by everyone that lived in this neighborhood. But before I paint a portrait of the landscape of this new hood, let me walk you down the road that leads to it. It looked quite short, but all who knew it knew that it was longer when it's viewed from a hole so deep. Don't get it twisted, because it isn't, but it did have bends and curves on its axis. I always believed the lie was true, that he who is born on the hilltop doesn't struggle to grow tall, but I was wrong. I thought the mountain would present a better option, but it didn't. It didn't take long for me to realize that I fell short of the height required, and back to the description. Like I said, it looked quite short, but it felt longer than your previous relationship. Don't take it personal. Because personally, I didn't like the way this road was diabolical in terms of length. I mean, comparing the well-built rock to the heart of Kevin might give you impressions, but don't be deceived. Because this manhood, it told the truest lie ever heard. A view from afar might make you think it's all nice, neat, and sweet, but a closer look would reveal your wildest dreams. And it mostly has stretch marks stretching all over its plane. From the start of the terrain to the end, none of these marks bear a symbol of hope. You never know whether to fit in it or to fit it in your whole life, because when you are buried in it, it will definitely spill you out. And when it's buried in you, it will spill all the in it at you. So you never know where to position yourself to overcome the frustrations of this manhood. And I must admit, it's really f***ing me up, because from afar, I anticipated the pleasure and pride that comes along with possessing it. But now, I wish I could disown it, because I'm being dragged by the weight of this manhood. The bumps and holes always keep me stumbling over, struggling to maintain my balance. Regardless, I still try. I try to gather my balls to face it, but no matter how many balls I gather, it still doesn't qualify me to step on the pitch. And even if my balls make me feel like I'm part of the game, I always feel left back. So no matter how well I play, I never seem to be in the best position to score my goals. For I felt this manhood was all about scoring goals, but I never knew. I never knew it was this tough. I never knew that being a boy was just a tip off. This iceberg is too cold, I want to go back to my desert. I couldn't respond to the responsibilities well enough. Dread, yes, sweat, and tears that are forbidden to shed. I thought learning from the old could help me conquer the fears of it. But just like roaming through the cardinals of the Vatican City doesn't make you a pope, experience doesn't necessarily elevate you beyond the scope of challenges. These challenges keep pushing me down. I'm falling off the edge of the world. I need some 4Gs to hold me back. I need some company. Because traveling in this bus alone, I feel merciless. No wonder when I trip, they call me John. I'm a sinner, but the world acts as if they can't see the dark shadows I cast on the ground when their stars war with me. I'm tired. I'm tired of losing. It seems the only victory I'd ever be honored for is being the breadwinner. And even with that, they still criticize my taste, always reminding me that I'm the head. But I wish that gave me the upper hand, so that even when I'm gone, my statue will give liberty to my soul. Because the manhood is no easy place to dwell. The manhood is no possession of boys. And I just wish these women would understand it this way and help us survive the burdens rather than point out our flaws and insecurities. Manhood isn't gameplay. It is a life without cameras and action.